Welcome to I hate this task, so I created an AI for it. This task in particular is the coming up of advanced academic search queries. I'm not good at it, and it wastes a lot of time, so I'm wondering, could I do it? And that brings me to this app. You might ask, what is advanced academic search queries? Well, it's simple. It's a way of combining ideas using binary operations like and, or, not, and other stuff. And I'm not good at combining ideas or coming up with ideas related to a topic. Maybe I can come up with two or three, but never a bunch. And it's wasting quite a lot of time, and it's actually delaying my schedule on my research essay. Now, let's test it out. We will select JSTOR as the platform, and we will increase the number of query variation to 3, meaning that the AI will give us 3 variations of the query at once. You might ask, well, why you just didn't crank up to 10? Well, not the more variation the better, because if the AI just generates too much variation, the variation might be diverse, or it doesn't even follow the syntax or binary operations. So my advice is just use 3 or 4. Let's search on Shakespeare's influence on Lord Byron's writing. This is a prompt provided by a friend of mine that found that in the previous version, this caused the app or the AI to fail miserably on the task. And I hope that this update can allow the AI to solve this problem. Let's just view the first one. Already the first one is giving us very promising results. Byron on Shakespeare, okay? Review of Jane Stabler, Byron Poetics and History, okay? You can also view this description down below. And I think that's it, except for the first one, Byron and Shakespeare, of course. Now let's try the second variation. Heroes of Villain. Byron, okay. Well, not much. Not much. Let's just try number 3. The influence of Shakespeare on Byron's Mariano Faliero. Bingo. And I think that's all of it that you can see on here. You can just go down the rabbit hole and just see which is the best for you. But yeah, that's what we can get from JSTOR, or perhaps that's what we can get from the AI at least. Now, if you can't get too much stuff from JSTOR using this AI, you can just go to Google Scholar. Shakespeare's influence on Lord Byron's writing, the same prompt. Now, Google Scholar have a more diverse range, because in JSTOR they are actually hosting and storing the articles themselves, while Google Scholar is just storing a bunch of academic websites and links to redirect to their website, or they're just scraping down the website using a web crawler. Let's try variation 1. The influence of Byron, okay, to remember. Okay, Shakespeare. The influence of Shakespeare on Byron's Mariano Faliero. This appeared on JSTOR. The relation of Lord Byron to the drama of the Romantic period. Also the influence of Schiller and Shakespeare. Byron's Shakespearean imitations. Nice. Lord Shakespeare influence and appropriation. Okay, that's not about Lord Byron, but as you can see, it did came up with many good sources. Let's try the second one. Just be reminded this is the first one. Okay, the second one doesn't work. First one. The third one. Oh, the third one. Um, it isn't what we actually looking for, but we have this, the poet, as critic, borrowing his letters and journals, case studies of Shakespeare and Johnson. Well, that's a source title that involves Byron and Shakespeare. The inspiration of play is Shakespearean. As you can see, it does resolve the problem somewhat significantly. Maybe we can just crank up the number of query variations and make like limit to only binary operations and enter. As you can see, you can input multiple inputs into here, and it will give you output. Well, let's see, variation 1. It only outputs to output for some reason, but that's not my worry. Influence of Byron, okay, political influence through Shakespeare. No, that's not about him. Study of influence, allusion to Shakespeare, relation yeah. You could say that. So that's a lot of like sources already. I think that's like 6 or 7, 5 or 7 sources that you can use. I think that's a pretty big amount of source. Barman, English poet. Okay. Allusion. We might equip that. No one should have pronounce it. Okay. Deep knowledge of Shakespeare. Byron's poetic vision, exploring Byron's relationship to Shakespeare exists. Critical focus on Byron's Shakespearean influences. Yeah, I think it kind of started repeating the sources because I think these are the most prominent sources that you can get for Shakespearean influence and Lord Byron's poetry. That's it. That's the project. That's the AI. That is it. Okay, my computer is glitchy for a second. Yeah, that's it. And if you appreciate the work I am doing, consider subscribing. It really helps me a lot. Although this project didn't really take a lot of time, but it actually helped me a lot and encouraged me to make more videos and more tools like this. See you next time.